So yesterday it happened again. We had somebody who has a mental health issue, whose parents have now come out and said she was seeing a psychiatrist for a couple different things. Not only go to a school and shoot it up, but they did reconnaissance and they picked out a school that they knew didn't have security and they knew was a easy target. That school happened to be about 10 minutes away from the company I work for, one of our other buildings. We have many across the United States and overseas. And some of the people that work for us have kids that go to that school. So yesterday was, as you can imagine, pretty hard on us, trying to coordinate things, see what was going on for the parents and all that stuff. But, also trying to get information, see what's going on. Obviously, these parents are freaking out. They're not watching the news. They're not doing this. They're just concerned about their kids. So that was left up to us, and we were doing it. So yesterday was spent doing all of that. And I watched the news, and obviously it troubles me to see somebody target and purposefully go and shoot up a school and kill children. It's just it's something I can't really comprehend. So I'm thinking, like, what in the world could I possibly do to help, right? So I put it out on my social media. I said, hey, listen, at my company, I am an instructor for all the active shooter stuff, all the basic trauma medicine stuff, anything like that. I'm the instructor for all that. And I'm the POC for, anything remotely gun related or anything in the company. So I put it out there. I said, hey, if you don't know what your school does for an active shooter, reach out to me. I will let you know. If you don't know what, basic trauma medicine or basic trauma management is, reach out to me. I'll help you out. And what was cool is I had a few people actually reach out to me. They were cops, and they reached out and they said, hey, I don't know what my school's doing. I have 2 daughters that go to this school, blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay, cool. And I sent them out a bunch of information over email. Hey, man, this is what the protocol is. This is what they're supposed to do. Here's some soft body armor you can put in their backpack, like 3A body armor. Same stuff that the cops have for their soft vest. And if you want some trauma stuff, here's a thing that I recommend for trauma. And if you want a class on it, I'll be more than happy to give your kids a class. And then I started thinking about it. I said, you know what? It would be really cool if anybody who wanted this, adult or child, or if you just want your child to have it, I would be more than willing to put together a kids class, like a kids trauma medicine class that wasn't, gory, it wasn't crazy, it wasn't, a bunch of big tatted up dudes cussing and all that stuff. It was just a class for children to help other children if they were in a situation like this. And unfortunately, we can't help that kind of stuff. So I'm putting it out there. Anybody, if you know me, you know where I live in Colorado. If you want this information, or you want help, or you want your kids to know this stuff, I am more than happy to put together a little something. We can have 20, 30 kids come over, 20, 30 people come over. We can do it. I've already coordinated through where I work. They said it's perfectly fine. We can come in here on like a Saturday or Sunday. We can go upstairs and use the big auditorium, and I can teach a class. It'll be, we have a lot of training stuff, so it'll be a little bit of hands-on stuff. I even thought about maybe how cool it would be if I could start something and get some people to donate some money, and maybe through a foundation or something like that, come up with like little trauma kits for kids to throw in their backpack. It just really hurts, because I got 2 kids in school too. I got one kid who's a freshman in high school and one kid who's in 5th grade. And I don't know what I would do if I was in those shoes, if I was in those parents' shoes that they get a call that their 9-year-old's never coming home. I don't know what I would do. And it's painful and it hurts. So for anybody out there, even if you want to do like Zoom, I'm not a huge fan of Zoom, especially for like medicine stuff. But if you want to do that, I'm more than happy. I'm open. I'm free. I can make time work. I can do all of it, and I'm not going to charge anybody a dime to do any of it because I don't think you should be charged. I think that this kind of stuff, especially for children, should be given out freely and openly. And they say knowledge is power, and I want to give all that knowledge out because I want to empower all those children. Because if you got one kid that can help somebody and he can tell somebody else what to do, then you got a force multiplier if something like that should happen. If these kids get barricaded into a room, they can open up their backpack, pull out a trauma kit, they can use their backpack as a shield with some soft body armor on it, and do what they got to do, right? And it sucks to even think that we have to teach kids stuff like that, but if it's something you're interested in, something you'd be even willing to try or want to do, please let me know. Please reach out. Like I said, we can do a Zoom meeting. I might be able to put together like a little video, like whatever you guys want. I'm more than happy to accommodate because, like me and like a whole bunch of dudes out there, we've been doing this stuff for over 20 years. And for, over 20 years of my life, like this has been it. And like I told a long time ago, if you want to be a badass at killing people, you got to be a badass at saving people. So a long time ago, I, made friends with medics and learned all the stuff I could. And I'm not up here. Well, I'm about right here. Okay. There's a lot of dudes who know way more stuff than I do, but I know enough stuff to keep you alive. I know enough stuff to help your friends out and keep them alive. And, just like all the dudes out there, we've probably all done it in real life too. So please hit me up, whether it be a DM down here, on this, whatever you want to do, text me, email me, whatever it is. Let me know, and I will put something together. And again, I will not charge a dime for any of this stuff. I will give you the links and stuff to all the things that I think are good options to use. And if you say, hey, I can't afford that, this thing, well, let's make it $10 cheaper, then I will help you look for things that are a little bit cheaper to accommodate your budget as well. All right, that's it. So if you got any questions, man, let me know. Hit me up if you guys want to do this.